What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. I want to mention real quick, this week we've got our Black Friday sales for Shaw Strength and Evolution Athletics. Those sales start on Wednesday. And huge news, I will be launching my own nutrition company, Undefined Nutrition, and that launch will happen on Friday, Black Friday. Really excited about that, and I cannot wait for you guys to get those products in your hands. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about World's Strongest Man. So a lot of comments, a lot of questions. I want to start this video out by saying thank you. Thank you to all of you in the lead up to World's Strongest Man, during World's Strongest Man, for following along here on the channel, and after World's Strongest Man, reaching out to me in so many different ways. The love and support that you guys show me is overwhelming, and I cannot thank all of you enough for that. Going into World's Strongest Man this year, obviously, all of you know that I was super optimistic. I was really excited about the contest. I was really excited that they were making the contest happen and, getting out to Florida. I was ready to rock and roll and put on a great performance. The contest started, a little bit different. I mean, there was kind of a roller coaster ride that all of us had to go on getting out there. The contest was delayed because of a tropical storm / hurricane that came in. So we were supposed to actually compete out on a beach. And that plan kind of got interrupted. The first day of competition, all the athletes woke up ready to compete, and it was basically canceled that day. So being canceled that day, it meant that there would then be no break day for the athletes in between the 2 days of qualifiers and the 2 days of finals. So it's going to be 4 days of competition. I'm very thankful that they decided to go ahead and move the qualifiers indoors. They sourced a venue for that. And that was great. I mean, it was great for all the athletes. It was, better conditions to compete in, which was amazing. And I had a great qualification group. I mean, I got put in with Luke Stolman, Terry Hollins, Advar Smoxtelis, which, again, you guys are probably not super familiar with him, but a very, very complete strongman. And then Nick Best actually hopped into the contest as an alternate at the last minute, which, you always got to give props to a guy like that because he wasn't training and preparing for this. But qualification group, I felt played out pretty well overall. I mean, Terry came out and did great. I mean, he did great on the farmers. He did great on the deadlift. Gosh, I was so impressed with that. And, of course, anytime you got Luke in your group, he's going to bring in Advars, was very, very consistent through the event. So it kind of came down to the last event, which was the double dumbbell medley. And I knew that I had to win that event, so I kind of went all out with that and was able to win the group, therefore qualifying for the final, and I didn't have to go into the stone off in second and third position. So definitely thankful for that. And going to the final, I felt a little beat up, but I think everybody felt beat up. And, getting into the final, I was really excited to get that started. And at the end of the day, the only thing I can say is the contest just did not go well. I'm not going to sit here and say anything besides that. It's kind of like another athlete in a different sport that just doesn't perform the way they're expecting to perform. And, I certainly had a lot of things on my plate, and I was fighting very hard for the athletes during this contest. And, maybe I poured a little bit too much emotion or energy into that. And, maybe I should have focused on myself a little bit more. I don't really know, but, coming out in the final, the events just, kind of didn't line up the way that I had hoped. I felt like I had trained adequately. I felt like I was prepared. Certainly there was some, changes to the events, but that was the same for everybody. So, I can't really go through, of course, in my head, I've gone through and you thought about all of this. And, at the end of the day, I am my harshest critic by far. And, I always expect great things out of myself. I expect to perform. And, maybe I put a little bit too much pressure on myself. I don't really know. But at the end of the day, you go into these competitions and you get out there and compete. The whistle blows, you go, and a lot of times you walk away and wish that you could have done things a little bit different, performed different, wish that the outcome was a little bit different. But, the outcome was what it was. And, I just want to say that, I'm sorry to anybody out there that, if I let you down or that you were expecting more out of me. I apologize because I wanted to perform better the thought process going into this contest was to win. That was my sole focus, and that's the way that I approach any competition. And I wish that the outcome would have been different. I wish that I would have performed better in the events that I was hoping to perform great in, and battled through the events that were going to be a little bit more of a challenge. And I battled the whole time. I fought some adversity, and at the end of the day, that's all I can say is I went out there, gave everything I could have, and the outcome just was not what I was hoping for. So let's talk now about moving forward, because obviously there's been a lot of, questions, comments, hey, Brian, you're coming to this competition and the outcome was not what I wanted. I ended up in 5th place in the final. But talking about the positives from World's Strongest Man, this was my 13th consecutive World's Strongest Man. So there's been a couple guys that have done 15 total, but not consecutive. They had a break in there, and I'm very proud of that I've been so consistent over the years to get to World's Strongest Man every single year. Out of those 13 years, I have qualified for the World's Strongest Man final 12 consecutive years. So unbroken, 12 years in a row, I've qualified for the World's Strongest Man final. Very proud of that. Out of those 12 years, I've finished in the top 3 9 times, and I've technically finished in the first position 5 times. One of those happened to be a tie, which I lost on a countback. So 4 World's Strongest Man titles. So, talking about my career, I'm very, very proud of those accomplishments. And, I've got no regrets. I mean, there's, things that I've learned from, hard losses that I've had to take, great wins that I've had, battling through adversity to make that type of career happen. And I'm very proud of all of those accomplishments. And, moving forward, it's amazing to me that so many people, and I bring this on myself, I really think I do, because I expect greatness. I expect to be right there. And, so many people are now like saying, hey, Brian, you finished 5th, which is still top 5, and they're expecting me to retire, to walk away. And I'm not saying that I'm not doing that, but I'm also not saying at this point in time that I'm prepared to make a decision. The way that I'm going to take things right now is you learn from what happened at World's Strongest Man, you process that, and then you move forward. That's the way that any champion in any sport, any great athlete, that's the way you have to take it. So I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm going to try to take the positives. I'm going to take the negatives. I'm going to learn from that. Obviously, huge congratulations to Alexei Novikov for winning World's Strongest Man. Huge accomplishment, great for him, and I'm very happy for him, as you guys have seen in the speeches and different things that I said in interactions with Alexei. Very, very proud of him. But I'm going to move forward. Next up on my plate is the Shaw Classic coming up here in December, which I'm very much looking forward to. It's a huge undertaking for us to make happen, and I really hope that it's a great event. It's a great event for the athletes, it's a great event for the fans, and it's a great way for me to give back to all of you, to all the athletes, and to the sport in general. So I'm gonna, basically close the chapter on World's Strongest Man this year at least, and then we'll move forward into the Shaw Classic. That will be my next contest, and then from there, I'm going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to take a little bit of time to spend with my family, to enjoy the holidays, and just kind of process everything in my life. I am so thankful for all the things that I have in my life. And yes, I've got a lot of commitments. I've got a lot of things going on. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I now own 3 different businesses, which I'm very, very proud of. And it's taken a lot of hard work and dedication to make all of those things happen. But I wouldn't change that for the world. I'm very proud of all those things. And I'm very much looking forward to the future, whatever that future holds. And I know that, some people out there obviously have a lot of questions for me. And, the worst thing that I could possibly do, I think right now, is to make a final decision about me, being done with the sport, or walking away, or, whatever that decision might be. if I make that decision right now, I want to make sure that I take some time to step away and think about it. But, like I said, the Shaw Classic is my focus. That's where my head is now. And obviously we got to get through these Black Friday sales, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And, all the support that you guys give us is overwhelming. And like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for that. So keep an eye out for those. The websites are obviously shawstrength.com, evolutionathleticsgear.com, and undefinednutrition.com is, of course, a brand new supplement company that's launching on Black Friday. So thank you guys again for all of your support, literally not only right now, but through my entire career. And I can't wait to see, what the future holds coming up. I think it's going to be amazing. But for now, I hope you guys are all doing amazing. And remember to go out and be great. We'll check you guys later.